Well, good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream, and I'm going to do our June the 2nd Spiritual Principle a Day in a Meditation. If you've already listened to the Just for Today, you know that I was so excited about waking up to do some homework. I almost forgot that this is what I really do every morning. And so I'm taking a pause here to enjoy the June 2nd meditation with you. It's entitled Learning to Love Ourselves. Sounds interesting. It says, we've begun to see that God's will for us is the ability to live with dignity, to love ourselves and others, to laugh, and to find great joy and beauty in our surroundings. Now, that comes from It Works, Step 11. When we are new in NA, we may hear someone say that they will love us until we learn to love ourselves. Despite our self-centeredness, many of us arrive in the program devoid of self-esteem and incapable of loving anyone, perhaps most especially ourselves. Over time, we learn how to value ourselves. Simple acts of self-care at the beginning of each day can be a good place to start. Maybe we make the bed, set an intention for the day, or do a daily reading. In the basic text story, Just Say Yes, one member shared, I discovered that breakfast is a spiritual principle. With honesty, open-mindedness, willingness, and breakfast, we were well on our way. NA is a practical program that we use in every area of our lives. Sometimes this means nurturing our physical selves or contemplating halts, HALTS, is something in the basic text. As suggested in the basic text, are we too hungry, angry, lonely, or tired? Are we taking ourselves too seriously? It's easy to forget how the state of our body can deeply affect our senses or well-being. The contrast between a life in recovery and a life of active addiction is clear. We find gratitude in the simple benefits of recovery, like food in the cupboard and a safe place to eat it. If we think about the mornings we experienced before we got clean, we might remember feeling sick and desperate or cold and hungry. The NA program gives us a way out of that darkness and into a full day of possibilities. Through working the steps, we learn to love ourselves and the world around us. We find ways to take care of ourselves and treat ourselves with kindness. And we share that love with others. Perhaps telling a newcomer we will love them until they learn to love themselves. I will contemplate my physical, emotional, and spiritual well being and reinvigorate my morning routine. I will take time to consciously reflect on the abundance recovery has brought to my life. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the We version of Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. Learning to love ourselves. So, I know there were some sentences in there that I rearranged. And I tried to just roll right through it and not do the correction piece because, uh, I believe that you guys are tolerant, right? I believe in excellence, but I also believe that your tolerant can handle a few misspoken words or whatever. And so I just try to see, I was testing myself. When I've noticed them, I usually will hiccup and have difficulty moving on to the next piece because I'm trying to decide, is this bad enough to re-record? And so I just decided, I reworded some of the sentences, not intentionally, but the meaning was the same. And in that moment, I surrendered to it and said, it's okay. And I got through it. And so I want you to know I'm very much aware, right? So you don't have to leave me a comment. I'm very much aware, right, of the mistakes today. But you know what? I'm learning to love myself, and I'm learning to be who I am and allow myself room for error, especially in this type of setting. I believe that is deeply personal, right? I know that you can't see me, and eventually I think I might start popping up my little square over there on the side. It takes planning though, because it is, I think maybe just now 5 in the morning. And so it takes planning to appear. My girls know what I'm trying to say. It takes planning we're not like the men, right? We could just throw some water on our face, brush our teeth, and keep it moving for taping purposes, right? With women, we're not like that. I'm getting a headache just thinking about it. We women are not like that. It takes planning. No, literally, I'm getting a headache just thinking about it. Wow. It takes planning for us to be on screen. And so, yeah, I'm not doing the robe on the screen type thing, guys, right? I'm just sitting here, little old lady, enjoying my coffee. Um, the room that I'm in, right? Because my husband is not here. I'm actually not in my office. I'm in my bedroom. And the room that I'm in, right? Believe me, it will change back to the room he wants it to be when he comes back home. But he has his crossbow up. He has his mossy oak stuff. The bed looks like a hunter's bed, right? This is more like a man cave because he spends a lot of time in here. And so he's not here. I'm not waking him up early when I get up at 3 something in the morning. I'm able to sit in my easy boy chair, my grandma's easy boy chair. I've had it since, wow. I think I've had this easy boy chair because when I came back from Africa, I came here because she was sick. Instead of going back to Oregon, I came back to Michigan because I heard my grandma was sick and I wanted to be where she was. And so I'm sitting in her easy boy chair that I got from her in, I want to say the year 2010. I've had this easy boy chair for 14 years, and she certainly had it for about 15 before I got it. So I'm sitting in this old easy boy chair of my grandmother's, and I'm sipping my coffee. And my side of the room is full of gadgets, taping equipment, and I'm enjoying my time with you. Sitting here sipping my coffee in this robe, enjoying my time with you. I consider it deeply personal. And so if you're relaxed, like I am, I think that's good. And we're having a discussion about learning to love ourselves. And I tell you why I'm kind of locked and loaded on my atmosphere this morning, because this meditation is talking about reinvigorating our morning routine, right? Being able to take some time compared to when we first got clean. When we first got clean, the time that we took to get ready for the day was quite different, I think, because now we're taking showers, we're brushing our teeth, we're putting on clean clothes, trying to just get to a meeting that maybe starts at 7 a.m. or 9 a.m. or 10 a.m., or just trying to get up and around and actually engage the people that we live with, our children, our mothers, fathers, whoever we're with. Maybe it's just the routine of, and this happens in treatment centers, you're still able to have your mobile phone at certain times. So maybe you're just getting in the routine of going to all these different groups that are taking place in this rehab center that you're in, or halfway house. The beginning of our getting clean our mornings look a lot different than they do after we've been clean. Now, after we've been clean, now we probably have added a job, a relationship, something, people oriented, children. And so maybe our time is spent doing that. But even before you do all of that, I want to say honey sugar boo boo, right? But before you do all of that, whoever you are, wake up earlier. I want you to get up at least 30 minutes earlier if possible. If you can't get up 30 minutes earlier, that's fine. Get up 15 minutes earlier and have the plan of doing your meditations, stretching, whatever it is. Invest in yourself. Go get you a $10 membership. It's never just $10, but just go get you a Planet Fitness $10 membership and run into the club. Get over to the club as quickly as you can in the morning. Get on that treadmill, right? You don't have to do all that stuff. You don't even have to go into the locker room, right? Take your keys, your phone, and your headphones, right? Your earbuds. Run into the gym, get on the treadmill, and walk 5 minutes and then jog 5 minutes, then walk five, and do that for 20 to 30 minutes. Don't even get into the lifting of the weights, looking around at other people. Do you in the morning. Do something to improve your personal life in the morning. Hey, how about this one? And I'm going to leave it with this. How about drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning? I know you hate water. I know you do. So get you some flavored water without the fizz, right? Go get you some flavored water, some bottled water that has a fruit flavor or something, and make a commitment while you're drinking your coffee. You could, matter of fact, you could do this water routine before you even start your coffee. Make a commitment to at least add some clear water, some fluids to your body. Your organs need it. Your brain needs it, right? That could just be one thing that you do. One thing that you do. Then the next day, add something, add some stretches, right? Whatever it is, the point is that now we're not going to allow this halt, right? HALTS, right? We're not going to allow ourselves to get into the halts and not respond. When we realize that we're hungry, angry, lonely, or tired, we're going to take immediate action to change that. Never go grocery shopping hungry because you'll overblow your budget, and always shop the perimeters of the store. Now, when I don't even know how young I was teaching this for the while you here, uh, but there's life skills, and this is a life skill. When you go shopping, shop the perimeter. Don't go hungry, right? Stay focused on your list. If you need one or two snacks, then go into the interior aisles, but don't make it a habit of going into the interior aisles, right? Shop the perimeter. And if you've never done it, just say, okay, MightyStream said go into the store, make sure I'm not hungry, have my budget, have my estimate of how much it all costs, and shop the perimeter, and don't get distracted with the interior aisles, right? See how long you can do that. And then when you go into the interior aisles, because if you've never not done it, you will, take a note of what you're going in there for. Is it something that you need to add, a staple, or is this just some junk you want to add, right? Work on that. When you're angry, stop and breathe. 10 deep breaths, not just count to 10, but 10 deep breaths and blow them out slowly, right? Blow them out slowly and cut off those cortisol leaks when you're angry. When you're lonely, pick up the phone and reach out to another recovering addict. And when you're tired, schedule a nap. Go to sleep. Power nap. These are things that I would suggest that we add to our daily routine. Listen, folks, I'm not your mama. Let me just say that. I had one lady say, "I'm so sick and tired of people sharing like they other folks' mama." Girl, please. You can't stay clean just for today. You have never been able to stay clean, and you probably need some parenting. You need a sponsor, someone that can help you and speak into your life instead of coming in being arrogant when you share. And yeah, I share from that point of view of experience, but only the people that cannot get me, right, will attack me and cross sharing because I never cross share in a meeting. And she's like, I'm so sick and tired of people sharing like their mama. I'm not your mama, right? I'm not trying to be your mama, y'all. I'm just trying to share with you what works for me, right? And hopefully it will work for you. And hopefully you receive it, what I've shared today, as suggestions in the spirit in which I'm sharing them. And if you are offended in any kind of way, let me apologize right now. Please attribute it to my mind and not my heart. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you today. And you know what? I'm going to have a great day. I'm going to have a great day on purpose. And I want for you to do the same. Talk to you tomorrow.